next few years. Miss Susie Parker is here. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm really well, thank you.
Good. We have a big event. So many people work hard and are ready for Bulldogs on Review, which is coming up this week.
Yes.
But I did want to ask you real quick, the third graders are going to be at Bash Veterans Park in front of City Hall on Friday for the Veterans Day songs. And so this is all the different... Is this all the third graders that get to participate?
The entire third grade program across the city. We love these little opportunities where we bring all of the kids from different schools and they become Bulldogs. I mean, I think to me they've all become, they go from their Thunderbirds and their Bullpups and different super kids, and they all become one unity and perform for different events around town. And I love these special events where we kind of bring all the schools together to do something for the community. And so, yes, so Friday we do our veterans program, and I love it. I've taught third graders in my career and been a part of that as a teacher and coordinator, and I love it. So this Friday we'll be singing, I guess, at 11 o'clock, and the kids have been working really hard, and they are fantastic. We have incredible elementary music teachers, Ruth Brake, and Brianna Delgado, and brand new Tessa Martinez came to us from ENMU University, and she's from Capitan, and so this is her first year to teach with us, and so we have great elementary teachers that are prepared them, and we have a brand new Main Street, and I met with her, and she's ready and excited to go, and band is ready, and so we got a meeting and set it all up, and you've been on meetings, and I think there's been lots of meetings.
Too many meetings, No, it's okay. No, we're ready for it. Mr. White will be there running the sound, and then Jeffries and Bradley are going to be with us to do the video, so it'll be streamed as well for those that don't get to go or want to go back and see if they can catch a glimpse of their
kids,
kid and all that. So we encourage veterans to come out, and we'll be the podium will be at the front porch of City Hall, and then the kids are all going to be in the grass there between City Hall and the memorial.
Yes.
And so the veterans, if they all kind of gather on the east end of the park around the memorial, then they can get a good seat facing City Hall, or on the sidewalks on the side. That's where a lot of the moms and dads are.
Yes. So the veterans can have front row, because it's about celebrating them, and it's about honoring what their sacrifices have been for our freedom, and the parents come to support and be there on the sides. And it's been kind of neat now that we've kind of moved us back. We used to, when I first started 20 years ago, we kind of had them over there in that park, if you remember. And then once we built that beautiful memorial, we kind of tried it there. But I think it's been kind of neat, because then the veterans can walk around the memorial, and the kids and their parents, and see their grandparents or their parents and great grandparents and their memorials, and find their names on that memorial. And it's kind of a great opportunity to get a chance to come down and remember the sacrifices that have been made. And so they get to walk around it. If we're kind of in there, that's hard for them to see, but that then they get those moments of respect and remembering. And so so the kids will be facing it, the veterans will be facing that, and it'll be great.
So that'll be Friday morning at 11 in front of Artesia City Hall. Bulldogs on Review. This is a big production every year.
It is. I love it. It's good. We're getting back to normal, kind of. And so only more. I think it's a little unnormal. Is we're going to be at Faith Baptist Church, but they have been so gracious when we doing the $4 million update to our auditorium, which is going to be incredible. I'm excited to invite people back to that again, and so we'll eventually have Bulldogs on Review back in our home next year. But this year we realized we weren't going to be ready, because we're waiting on, of course, shipments and things to come in, which has been everybody's headache of waiting to get the things we need to finish the project. But the Faith Baptist said, what about if you did it here? And I was like, that would be incredible, because it does seat 900 people. And so it's about 400 seats less than what the auditorium sits, which is still the largest capacity we have in the city. So there was really quite a blessing to the choir to get us to do that. And so we were a little nervous, like, okay, stage, how's that going to work? You know, they have a round stage in their auditorium. And so we were a little nervous about what that would look like. And man, it's been incredible. And they have been so gracious. They've been over backwards to do whatever they can to help us. And it's been amazing. I mean, really, really amazing experience. The kids have really enjoyed it. They've been amazing to adapt to whatever it takes, because we have the way we used to rehearse them, it's not quite the same, and so they just adapt. And I said, okay, this is plan D, now we have plan E. And I said, whatever comes on concert day, we are ready.
That's
and
right.
So but they've been really, really gracious to let us just move into their sanctuary and perform and rehearse on their stage. And their staff has been there to help us with sound, to help us let us be in there to use their building. So,
Yeah.
and that's late at night. And, one of their sound engineers lives in Roswell, so he has to drive and late at night. And so it's been really gracious to let us be there.
So what are the performance days?
Tomorrow, Thursday, the 10th at 7 p.m.
Okay.
And then Saturday, the 12th, this Saturday at 7 p.m.
And there's always been tickets for this, but I'm guessing that's a little bit more of a priority because it's a little less capacity than normal.
Yes, but I think we'll be fine. I mean, I think you can get a ticket. We still have a lot of tickets, so it's not that I don't want anybody to feel like we're sold out. We're not. So please come.
All right.
I would
good.
love to have a sold out house, because for kids to get to perform, it's just like a whole other level. When you perform to not many people, it's still fun. But when they've worked this hard, and I mean, in these last 2 weeks, they've worked pretty solid. And when you're involved, which is such a blessing to have kids involved in lots of things, but when they're involved in a lot of things and they put themselves out there, it's really nice we only have 2 performances in the fall, like really with this. And so it's really nice if the city comes out and supports them, even if you don't have a kid in choir. It's Motown. That's our theme.
Okay. That's what I was going to ask. What is the theme for this year?
Music of Motown.
Okay.
So it's the music of Motown. And I mean, it is so fun. You're going to hear some Mike Wright did some incredible, I hate to say that, but he's brought us back some incredible Casey Kasem's and some different things that you're going to hear, helping us do some stage changes, because we have to do some different stage changes because of not as much back room stage. And so it's so much fun. And so then we have music. We're going to have like Stevie Wonder and Sir Duke and Faith, and then you just have a variety. We have we have a whole Supreme section, which is super fun. Reach Out, Jackson 5. We have Blame It on the Boogie, a whole Jackson 5 medley that's really just, you can hardly sit still. It's so fun. Sing along, come in, sing with us. We don't mind at all, because that's what music's about. Have this, especially this type of concert. Our classical concerts, you can't always sing along with our German and French. And
I know of one or two that probably could.
Yeah,
but,
that's true.
That'd be about it. Yeah.
Sometimes it's just the enjoyment of that time, you just to sit and enjoy us. But this one, but like You Can't Hurry Love. There's just such incredible things. We have a glow in the dark baton going, and so Adeline Trost is doing hers, and that it's just so beautiful. It's a fun concert. It moves super fast. It's about an hour and 20-minute concert. It is so fun, and I just think you'll enjoy coming out and being a community. Saturday, I know we have the football game in the morning,
right?
But go home.
Early afternoon.
Early afternoon. That's true, not morning. So you have the afternoon concert. Maybe go rest for a few hours, take a little nap or watch a little TV and relax, and then come out for our 7 o'clock concert. And so, but please come out and support us. We really need this support, and we've worked really hard, and we really would love to have the community come out and watch the Bulldogs on Review. It's just been incredible. We have incredible staff. We really could, one person can't do this show. And so it just takes a whole team of people. And I have an incredible team. Jordan Granger, she teaches the 8th grade choir, and then she she's the high school choral assistant. And then Delisa Miller does all the costuming and some accompanying, and Jennifer Wright does accompanying and assisting, and Patty Schaefer. We have a new assistant accompanist at middle school, Jessica Morgan, and then Tessa Martinez, and helps us at the high school. And then on the performance nights, the 2 elementary teachers come over and help us get kids, because when you've got 180, 90 kids, you've got to get them all these different locations, and they've got to walk outside and walk back inside. And so there's a lot that goes on behind the scenes. You just see them appear on stage.
Right.
You don't know what has to happen behind the scenes to make that happen, but there's a lot of things that go on to make them appear on that stage, and then they just disappear. So
it's probably not like the auditorium where you've got a whole backstage.
Right.
There is a backstage,
But
but
it's a
not
lot
like
smaller.
at a performance theater. So you've got
right.
so there may be some outside.
Yes. There's a lot of different things. It's not quite. They have quite a bit, but it's not near as big as what we're used to in the past. It's a lot slender. So, but they make
Making
it work.
Yeah.
I mean, and those kids are amazing. I tell them every year they surprise me. 200 kids, and I said I teach them. There's a group. We teach them music. We hire Amy Dean. I left her. I'm sorry. Amy Dean is amazing. She teaches choreography. Besides, she teaches special ed too in our district, and she's teaches sign. Oh, you're gonna get to see this amazing too. We have a number. Mr. Postman actually sang it in high school, and we do it at Follies. Like, I got to be a student. That's one of the neat things that now I direct it, because I got to experience it as a kid myself. My high school did it. So my favorite memories in high school were my Follies, like Bulldogs on Review. We called them Follies. And I sang Mr. Postman. And so you'll see a Mr. Postman solo. Well, we have a student who signs, and this is her senior year, and this is her solo.
Oh,
and so
okay.
it's super, super fun. And so she also does that. And so, but anyway, Amy's an incredible choreographer. And so she's running backstage and doing all that also. But I can't remember. I was going to tell you something else about that, but
About the choreography, or
and so the
going back and forth
choreography is
there?
just fantastic.
Okay.
So the choreography is just awesome. So you have somebody doing that backstage. So on top of all that, we teach them the choreography. I can drill choreography. If you put it on a video, I can count to 4 and tell you to left, right. I can say left, right. I cannot design a dance to save my life. I can move my arms and count to 4, but after that, we're pretty much out.
Yeah.
But so I tell the kids, I teach you all of that, and then I'm out, and then you run it, and the kids do. I said I'll teach you how, and then I'm backstage, saying, okay, go lights, go music, go this, go that, but the kids run it. And to me, that is so exciting, because it's just them. I mean, I'm like, teachers make sure that they're, okay, you go now, you go there, you go, so that, because it's 200 kids, so you do have to have organization. But when you have, when it comes time for them to go, and we line them up and go, they just, boom, they're on.
go.
They know when to enter. They know when to stay. Because there are times I'm like, go. And they're like, we don't go. I'm like, oh, sorry, I forgot. Because I'll go, I forgot.
That's right.
And
That's
so
right. Thank you.
I know. And they run the show. And I
Yeah.
love that. I mean, it makes me teary-eyed every year, 20 years, every year I get misty-eyed backstage, because I'm
Wow.
like, it's amazing that they take over.
How much is a ticket, by the way?
$8 a ticket.
$8,
$8 a
okay.
ticket. And that's for everyone. We do get questions like, what about children? If they take a seat, it's $8.
Gotcha.
If it's an infant and you're going to hold it in your lap, then that's fine.
Yeah.
But if they take a seat, it's $8, because that's how I'm going to keep track of seats. And we'll give them a hand stamp when they walk in, because it is, if you can please not leave gaps, because we do only have 900 seats versus 1,300. There's about 1385 or something like that is what sits in the auditorium, and so we only have 900. That's about 400 seat less, more than 400.
So make sure we fill all the seats. So it's Bulldogs on Review. The theme is the music of Motown,
yes,
and it'll be tomorrow night 7 o'clock, Saturday night 7 o'clock at Faith Baptist Church. The 20th and Grand is open, so you can get there.
Oh yes, park all around. And the main, and using the entrance, we'd like you to use the entrance that's in the, I don't know how to explain that, Eugene. It's the one that's in the middle of the parking lots, not the entrance on 20th.
Okay.
There's one entrance on 20th. Don't use that entrance.
Okay.
Use the entrance that's in the middle of the parking lots, the main entrance to the church.
Okay.
That's the entrance we're going to take tickets at.
Probably-
Guys, the costumes are so sparkly. They
Yeah.
are so Motown. Please come out.
Yeah.
But it's in the main part of the parking lot, not the 20th.
Probably the one that if you voted yesterday.
Yes. That's
that
where
same,
you come
same
in.
entrance. That kind of goes into the grand foyer and then into the
That's the
auditorium.
entrance.
So okay, that is really awesome. I'm always afraid to go in there because I'll probably catch fire or
Oh,
something.
you won't, I promise. Everybody's welcome.
So Bulldogs on Review. It's the big. I guess it's the big fall concert for the choirs,
It's
right?
our big fall concert because it takes all fall. Because on top of that, we did all state auditions this week. We do solo and ensemble. It's probably fall's our hardest time of season because we're also doing all these other events during the fall that the kids compete in individually. So it gives us the opportunity to prepare all these children individually for solo and ensemble, all state. And so we do things like that.
Okay.
But
Well, we're at the end of the segment.
Okay.
Susie, thanks for coming in.
thank you for
and-
having me every time. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
We'll have fun watching the third graders sing on Friday.
Yes.
And of course, Thursday night or Saturday night or both nights, come out to Bulldogs on Review. And again, it will be at Faith Baptist Church.
Faith Baptist. Faith
not
Baptist.
Not the auditorium because it's still under construction. So, all right. Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. We'll see you this weekend.
Okay.
We're going to take a break and be back.
Now.